everyone, this is Atin. I'm back with another video. As the situations were getting better, we thought we are getting back to normal. But as the outbreak of a new COVID variant Omicron in several countries in the world, many countries have started updating their new travel guidelines. And of course, India and US have updated the new travel guidelines for international travelers. So we are going to see the latest travel guidelines for India as well as for US. Along with it, we are also going to see when India is planning to resume the international commercial flights. So let's get into the video for more updates. India is already following the risk-based approach, and the vaccination also plays a major role for the travelers who travel to India. And now with the new travel guidelines, they have updated the pre and post-arrival procedures. Again, it is a risk-based approach based on the countries from where the travelers traveling from. So now, as a part of the new travel guidelines, if you are planning to travel, then you have to fill the self-declaration form in Air Suvidha portal, which is www.newdelhiairport.in. And while filling the self-declaration form, you also have to mention the last 14 days of a travel history or any details related to your travel in the past 14 days. And you have to upload the negative RT-PCR test taken within 72 hours before your boarding. So these are the basic procedure that any traveler should follow if you're traveling to India. During travel, all the airlines are insisting the travelers to follow the safety protocols. For example, wearing a mask is very much important, and wearing a mask at the right place, which means the mask should not go below the nose. That is very important. So make sure that follow the safety protocols even during the travel. And if any passengers develop symptoms, then they will be isolated inside the flight during the travel itself. Now let us see the post-arrival section. Usually, whenever the update happens in the travel guidelines, the main section that we have to check is the post-arrival section. And even now, the update has happened in this section, wherein if you're traveling from countries at risk, then you have a different post-arrival procedures that you have to follow. And if you are traveling from other countries, excluding the countries at risk, then you have a very simple procedure. For example, we usually see the updates on India to US travel and US to India. So, for travelers who are traveling from US to India, then post-arrival procedures are very simple, which means 5% of the travelers might be picked up from each flight and might be escorted by the airlines to give the sample, which means they will be tested again. And if they test negative, they can self-quarantine for 14 days. And if they test positive, then of course the standard protocols will be followed. And this procedure is only for random 5% of the travelers from each flight. So other travelers who have not been escorted by the airlines, they can continue with their exit process. As per the Health Ministry, the list of countries at risk are countries in Europe including United Kingdom, South Africa, Brazil, Bangladesh, Botswana, China, Mauritius, New Zealand, Zimbabwe, Singapore, Hong Kong, Israel. So these are the countries at risk. So if you're traveling from any of these countries, then there is a different post-arrival procedures which the travelers have to follow. After arrival in India, you have to take another test for which you have to pay, and you have to wait for the result before leaving the airport or before taking another connecting flight. And if you test negative, then you have to continue your home quarantine for 7 days, and 8th day you will again take a test, and if negative, you will again home quarantine for 7 days. If you test positive, then the standard protocol will be followed, including the contact tracing by the airlines, and you might follow the institutional quarantine or home quarantine. If you test positive, they shall manage a separate isolation facility, and they might go for the contact tracing, recommend you for self-quarantine or institutional quarantine as well. So it is all the basic standard protocols which will be followed if you test positive. And airlines will allow the passengers only if they have filled the self-declaration form and uploaded the negative RT-PCR test. And they have also advised to download the Arogya Setu app before you board the flight. However, the children under 5 years of age, they are exempted from pre and post-arrival testing. But still, if they test positive while home quarantine or after arrival, then they have to go for a testing and have to follow the standard protocol. Now let us see the update made by the CDC on November 29th for the travelers who are entering into US.
If you have any doubt whether you can board the flight or not, there is an option that has been given. But previously only 1 and 3 option were there, but now they have included an immigrant part as well. So this is the new change that they have updated. And for any option, you will get to this page because this is a new proclamation which is a part of the new COVID variant. So after answering this question, that is when you will be directed to the other questions, and you have to answer any of these questions so that you will be directed to the possibility of whether you will be able to board the flight or not. Here you can find what answers I have given, which is non-immigrant and fully vaccinated, and it gives an answer whether I'm eligible to travel or not. The same way you can choose other options. Likewise, for immigrant visa holders also, they can select the option whether they are vaccinated or not, and based on the answer you will get to a page where you will get to know whether you will be able to travel or not. Here I have chosen immigrant and not fully vaccinated. So with the answer, it is giving whether I'm eligible to travel or not. Yes, I'm eligible to travel. That is what I have got an answer.
India has already suspended the scheduled international commercial flights on 23rd March of 2020 due to the pandemic. And they have been extending this suspension every single month till November 30th of 2021. And though the flights under air bubble agreement is in operation, still the travelers were expecting the international flights to be resumed. Civil Aviation has announced on November 26th that they are planning to resume the international commercial flights starting December 15th of 2021. But then, after the outbreak of the new COVID variant Omicron, the decision of resuming the international commercial flights starting December 15th is under review. So, we can expect the date to get postponed, but still, we have to wait for the next update when India is going to resume the international commercial flights. As we have been closely monitoring the operation status of US Embassy and consulates in India in terms of slots availability and priorities, there is no slots which has been opened for B1, B2 till now. Maybe we can expect in couple of days, maybe even after I publish this video, they might open. So anyways, we will update it once the slots are opened. And regarding the new travel guidelines, this is going to be applicable starting December 1st. So if you're traveling in coming days, then you have to follow new travel guidelines. The expected updates in coming days or this week is number 1, Visa Fridays this week, and number 2, regarding the slots availability for B1, B2 Dropbox, and maybe for work visa as well. And the next update that we can expect is when India is going to resume the international commercial flights. But for all this update, please stay tuned with Purnarthi Vlog for more and more updates on embassy, immigration, travel and vlogs. Stay healthy, stay safe, take care. Bye-bye.